everybody. This is Adrienne with Ascension Soul Coaching. I had someone in the comments ask me to do a reading on Britney Spears and her boyfriend Sam Asghari. So I had to look it up because I had heard about this guy that she got together and they got engaged, but I don't follow her too closely. Just high level stuff with the situation with her and her family. But I'm going to do a reading and see what it says. She wants to know if they're going to get married and have kids and if he's controlling her. So let's give you a little bit of background on him. He's from Iranian. He's 12 years younger than her. So he's, 28? She's 40, something like that. They met on the her slumber party video. He was the love interest, hired as a love interest. He's into fitness, and he has a personal training program that he's selling, and he and Britney does a lot of his videos on Instagram together to promote his business. Everybody thinks he's controlling of her in those videos, and it's grueling work, but she's doing it to help promote him. And he's got a couple roles on a couple shows like HBO, kind of cameo roles or very, very small roles. I don't think too many people are happy that they got engaged because she was just getting out of her conservatory with her dad, and then he got engaged. And that's almost like leaving your parents' house to get married. You jump from one to the other. Not that she's not been married before, which she has, but I don't think this girl, with all that was going on, I mean, that's kind of hard to go from that type of control to being in a marriage. And even though she's known him or dated him for about 6 years or so, it's still a big leap. So let's just do a reading and see what it says. All right, I'm going to use we're going to start out with the symbol on cards today just to get the personality on both of them so you all can see. All right, let's start this reading. Let's read these cards, y'all. Okay, so we're going to pull out 2 cards. This is going to be Sam. Actually, this is going to be Britney, and this is going to be Sam. So what is their personalities in this relationship? Let's push this up a little bit. What are their personalities in this relationship? All right, so what are their personalities like in this reading, or in this relationship? So that's the first one. That's Britney, and then this is going to be Sam. 1 card. Who is Sam Asghari in this relationship with Britney Spears? How is she showing up? Who is he? How is he to her? How is he showing up with her? Please show me 1 card, please, for the good of all concerned. Oops. Please, Spirit. 1 card for Sam Asghari. Getting 1. Just 1 card, please. 1 card. There he is. We don't read reversals. That's Sam's card. So here are the 2 cards we got, and we're going to read the book because we don't know all. This is how Britney's showing up. Britney's in love, and she thinks she's got a great partner. This is card number, 65. You have met your partner. Ooh, that's what she feels about Sam. That they're on the same path. They're on the same path. They are in tandem. They're a pair. They're a bond. They're partners, and they're equal. How does Sam feel, and how is he in this relationship? The Fool. And I want to read the card because it's not the same as with the tarot. So the Fool. This is the King. The King is falling down, huh? Bird is free. The Lion is courage, or Leo. All right, so let's read this card. It's card number 32 in the pack. I take my time reading these cards because sometimes they write these up kind of weird. All right, so 32. Ooh, the Fall. Let me read it. So this is the card right here, the Fall. And I'm going to read it to you, okay? Quick. It says, the sun is a symbol of my ego. This ego wants to become or remain king. Uranus is the Fool, a symbol for the liberation from or the delivery of. If both forces go hand in hand, the following rule applies. The larger my ego becomes, the more painful it will be due to its height. When the fool finally pushes me from my throne, and he will do it because he must, it is his job. Keep in mind, someone or something will trip you up, betray you, or make sure that you lose your job. Does this apply to the whole of your life? Certainly not. But it will hurt you nonetheless a lot. So this is the Fool's card. So they're saying that if Sam has a very, very big ego, he wants to be in charge. He knows that Britney just got free. Remember, I told you, living from her father's house to come to be his wife is a big big transition in a short period of time without that type of control over somebody. He's not the father. He has come in to help knock the father off his throne, but he wants to take, because her father was very controlling, of course, right, and had the conservatorship over Britney, and he was there when she was freed. I believe that he has a big ego as well. I do believe that Sam, there is a possibility that he's just taken over the place of her father in some instance. Like he's going to become like her father, controlling over her. Right now, they do have a sort of partnership because he doesn't have total control. But when he knows the father's gone, he is going to say, well, he's from Iranian, right? He's from Iran. So he's going to be the one, I'm in control of this relationship. I'm the man in this relationship, and he's going to take control. So that little free bird ain't going to be free long. So he's laughing at the father falling down, but then he's going to be the same one that's going to do the same thing. He's going to fall down as well, and he may be betrayed with his actions. Someone's going to tell on him the things he's doing. I don't think they're going to get married, y'all. I think Britney really wants to marry him, but something's going to happen before they get married. His true colors are going to come out, and hopefully she sees it before she. Even though I read that they're going to do a prenup, I truly think that he's going to slip up. So let's just look and see. I'm going to put these two cards here. Do a reading with the Sibylla deck. I'm going to do a 9-card spread really quick. I want to read, what does Sam want out of this relationship with, what is his true intentions with this relationship with Britney Spears. So let's just see really quick. We're going to throw out 9 cards. Try to get these cards out fast. Start with 1 card. We need 9 cards. What is Sam Asghari's true intentions with this relationship with Britney? Is it love? Is it he using her? Is it convenience? Is it a true relationship and a true bond where he wants to really marry her and be her husband in the true aspects of what a husband is supposed to be? This is our first card. So we just need 8 more cards. Just need 8 more cards. Sam's relationship with Britney. What does he really truly want out of her? Out of this relationship with her. 5 more cards. I'm going to keep them turned over so it'll be a mystery to me and you when we turn them over and what it says. Because I like to be surprised too. I mean, them falling is a surprise, but let's just see. As we're reading the story, Sam Asghari, what the cards are trying to tell us, and the Spirit. Spirit is trying to tell us. Okay, and I get the right message. Okay, 3 more cards with Sam Asghari in this relationship. Sam Asghari, 3 3 more cards in this relationship with Britney Spears. Tell me about that, please. For the good of all concerned. What does he want? Is it true love? Is it just is he searching for clout? Is he in? Okay. Or Bill, what's happening with Sam Asghari and Britney Spears? 2 more cards, please. Oops. I'm getting sloppy with these cards. What's going on? Spirit, I'm sorry. I apologize. 1 more card, please. Just 1 more card. That was 2, so y'all know. I need 1 more card. The last card of the reading, please. Here we go. Okay, y'all. These are the cards. The middle of the card is always, excuse me. The middle of the card is always the center of the reading. So we have the house is upside down. It's reversed. Okay? So I'm asking, what does he want out of the relationship with Britney? What is he wanting? With the house being reversed, it could mean that this person's not home a lot. Okay? It's a reverse card. They're not taking care of the situation at home. They're not really doing the things they need to do to take care of the home life. And as I said before, he's traveling a lot, doing a lot of interviews about his turn this light down some, about his new fitness project. He's out a lot about himself, and he's looking really good. But you know, and that's not good in Hollywood to be out by yourself looking at good, promoting something where people see you're successful and they know that you're dating or you're engaged to Britney Spears. Because if you remember if you look at the Janet Jackson documentary, or my reading on Janet Jackson's documentary that I did a few days ago, one of the things that the little guy, the short guy, Jermaine Dupri, who was a producer, was a very talented producer. He was dating Janet for like 7 years almost, I think. And he said one of the reasons they broke up is because he cheated. And he cheated because, you know, he was not a good looking guy. He was very successful though. But women wanted him because he was dating Janet. So it could be that as well. This is not really good if you're not home taking care of your business, and that's what you were there for. If you're going to be your husband, you need to be home taking care of your soon-to-be wife in whatever capacity. They do a lot of things together, but the home life is suffering. Okay, so then let's read the bottom. So this first card at the bottom is servicing, a servant. A servant is like submission. Reversed, you can see that card. So you're servicing others. I don't think he's there to service her. He's not there. When I say service her, he's not really there to take care of her. And I think also she's very submissive. You could take advantage of people with this card reversed. Somebody who's submissive. She serves him more than he serves her. She does more for him to help boost his ego and to boost his career than he does for her. And so in that aspect, he could be taking advantage of her. Then we have Misfortune. Misfortune is reversed. So when it's reversed, it means bad luck. I mean, you already got misfortune, but it's the end. It's already happened. Things have collapsed, right? It's still going on. This relationship is not a good relationship for her. Some things are happening, and it continues to happen. And I think that it's going to happen. And she's going to be aware of it. You can't, with this situation, it happens and it's done. Let's say somebody cheated on you one time. Let's just say it's done. It's caused this damage, and then you know here's the fireman putting the water out. But here it's still going. It's still happening. Things are still happening. Again, I'm saying him not being home, him not servicing her, and she's just promoting him, and him looking. He looks really good, and women are going to be attracted to him. It's just going to cause issues. This card's a mystery. It is, It's is it malady, where someone is sick, and we know that Britney is sick. We know, well, when I say sick, she has mental issues. I'm not saying, or mental health issues, I should say. And she's not really cured of that. That's just something she's going to have to deal with, whether she's on medication, she has to see counselors, whatever, on a steady basis. We know she has issues. So a person like this can be definitely taken advantage of. Okay, then we have this card here in the second row. Let me get it up. Another reversal. Young woman. You know, Britney's older than him. That's the other issue. My God, this is not a good reading. Britney's older than him. She's 12 years older than he is, you know, and him being 28 in this world, and in the fitness world and acting world, dating Britney Spears, women are just going to want to come after him. And Britney's, even though she looks good, her body looks good, she's still older than him, a lot older than him. Yeah, I think there's a lot of temptation around him. That's going to lead to guilt. That's why he's not home. And then he's not wise. So he needs, this is Scholar card is reversed. It's like he's not using a lot of wisdom. He's not walked in these boots before. He doesn't have the wisdom and the strength to know how to avert this situation with these young women. But there's what people in Hollywood he needs to get with who can try to help him. I mean, a lot of guys get in that trap when they're in Hollywood and they got these beautiful wives and they still cheat on them and all that stuff. But if he doesn't, this is the way he's going to go. He's going to do some foolish stuff. Again, another reverse. It's rooms. It means he's isolated away from her. He's isolating her from her family. Well, I don't think she's isolating him. I think with the conservatory, now she's having even more issues with her father and her family. Not that it wasn't dysfunctional in the beginning, but now that he's there, she's with him more than she's with her family. Even if they're fighting, she's isolated. And he's not home. So she's feeling isolated, you know. Although she's got her own stuff she's got to do. She's got her sons. She's feeling like he's not there. That chair's empty. And then, again, servicing is when you're trying to help people. This card is right side upward. This servant card was reversed, where she's pushing him and she's helping him to, helping him with his career. He's out taking care of his career himself. So she's taking care of his career, and he's taking care of his career, but she's not really concentrating much on herself. And so it's, you know, this card can also represent the single man as well. Like he can go out and do whatever he wants. Again, he can go out and do whatever he wants. He's not married to her right now, so he feels like he can go out and come and go as he wants because he's really not married to her. And then there's just despair. He doesn't know if he really should marry her. I mean, she's older than him. She has children. Not that that's a bad thing, but he's looking at all the things that's coming his way now. He has all these offers coming to him right now, and his life is taken off. And because he's with her, it's able to do that. And does he want to really that responsibility of taking control of her life and having her as a responsibility as well as her children? I think that's something he's not wanting to do right now. Maybe in the beginning it sounded fun. But now that his career is taken off, it's like, I don't know if that's going to happen. So if they do get married, it's not going to be a good marriage. There's too many things going on right here, and he doesn't know how to control this. He's in over his head. You know, you can learn a lot of things. You got to learn quick and fast. But men, I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm just saying men like to look at women. There's a lot of young, beautiful women in his age in Hollywood, and Britney's was the catalyst to jump him off to get him started. And I don't know if he's going to want to stay with her because he's looking at, or someone's telling him it could be, man, yeah, she's 40. 10 years, she'll be 50. You'll just be 38. And, does she really want to have more kids? I'm not saying that she does. Does she? I don't see any babies in this thing. I don't see anything about love in here. I don't see anything about a marriage. I think there's despair. There's someone who's mentally ill. There's misfortune. There's someone's being taken advantage of. There's someone with no wisdom. Okay, there's temptation. And someone's not home taking care of their business. She's homesick. So I'll show you this card. She's homesick. When I say sick, well, she has mental health issues and her family issues. And he's not there to help her with this right now. He was in the beginning, but now he's not. He's on the road. I think if she marries him, she's going to feel like her home is empty and she was taken advantage of. And she'll always be giving more to him than he's given her because she feels that, okay, the thing about her, she's older. But she feels like giving to him and helping him, she is, she just wants to help him. I'll put it that way. But in the end, she'll see like she gave him too much help, and it's going to make her feel more depressed because he's going to just not be there for her. After she looks up and says, I gave you all this, I did all this for you, and you're not here. Where are we in this situation? You're never home. She's going to feel overwhelmed by the fact that eventually that, he's not there. He's not with her. His career's blown up, and now he's the one. I told you, I think he has a really big ego. He has a really big ego, right? And so but if he falls, and let's say she may not get married to him, or if his career falls, so if she doesn't marry him, his career will fall. He's not going to move up the ranks. I don't think it will. I think he will have a big fall. There'll be no allure, like with Meghan Markle and Harry. I know I always bring them up, but once she divorces him, people will be interested in a little bit, but then she doesn't have the mystique of the royal family behind her, so that's what she's scared of losing as well. So he would have the mystique of Britney not behind him, so there will be a fall because, let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. So let's look at relationship entanglements based on these cards. So, okay, where is this relationship leading to? Will they get married? I think that's the card I want to know. I'm going to throw one card out. This is, will Britney Spears really marry Sam Asghari? Will they really get married? That's one card I need. I can read that card. It says humor and care, but it was reversed. I do not read these cards reversed. Humor. I think they're better friends than they would be married, than if they got married. They're better friends now than if they got married. Like right now, here, he's single. He feels like he's single. He can still handle this, even though he's not. And the pressure of being a husband with her while he's trying to grow his career is not there right now. But the benefits is there. But right now, he's having fun. Oh, that's it. He's having fun right now. And he this would be pressure. He would be in despair. They both would be if they got married. It's not the right relationship. It's just not right now. I mean, no time soon. They would be in despair. They're good friends. She's helping him. She likes him. She's attracted to him, and she probably has a lot of feelings for him, and he does for her. But it's not the relationship that's going to sustain. He's too young. He's not. He's having fun. She's having fun. But the moment they got married, nope. Okay, let's go on. Although that is her goal. Yeah, so that's her goal. So I want to do one other thing. Put these up. I want to look at if this is a toxic. I mean, it's not a good relationship. It's they've been together 6 years, and you know when you've been together 6 years with somebody, if you ain't married by the 7th year, you gotta start. I did a video on that when I talked about the Bishop Noel Jones waiting 28 years to marry his love of his life. Huh. Oh, it's actually even proposed to her. He didn't even marry her yet. And why men wait. And so, like I said, he couldn't have married her at this point anyway because of the conservatorship with the father. So now that she's getting out of that, or she's out of it, she's on a step down program, I guess, something like that, he would have to wait to marry her. So, but there's 2 cards I'm going to throw out. Okay, so these are my cards I made. I just want to pick a card about the relationship as it stands right now. Is it a good relationship? Like, I mean, they could be friends and it's a great positive thing. It's just that things are changing because of his career's blowing up and she's pushing him out there, but it could be taking a toll on her. So I just want to pull one card. I like to turn them over so I don't see them. One card to describe the relationship. If it's good, if it's just platonic, is it sexual lust, or is it really true, decent love where you know it's going to last a long time. And yes, everybody grows even if you get married, starts out great. Things happen over time if you don't maintain your marriage, the commitment and the bonds, things can happen. So just give me one card, and it says this card right here. Oops, upside down. And it says frozen beliefs. Okay, so what does this mean to me? This means that Britney still thinks she's a young girl. Britney thinks she's still in her 20s. That's what they said about her. She's stuck in this thing that she's still a slave. She's still a young girl. She's still a slave. She wants to be free, but she feels like she's a puppet. That everybody, that she's still a puppet in some sense. That's not good. She needs that conservatorship. Whatever was wrong with her before, that messed her up even more. There's a lot of anger in this girl, and she feels stuck. She feels like she can't move without a man telling her what to do. That is not a good relationship. So with him gone all the time, that to me means that she's very dependent on him. And there's a reason why she's not able to travel a lot with him, maybe because I know she's working, but maybe also because of the conservatorship is not fully over in some manner, and they still kind of control where she does go and where she doesn't go. And that separation from him, in a way, it leaves her upset and helpless in a kind of sort of way, and so dependent on him right now. That's not too good in a relationship. That can turn very toxic after a while, which is why he's probably feeling a little bit of despair, is because she's always needing him. He likes to be carefree and have fun. Okay, so we got that card, and then one last card is this. Will they have children together? I think that was one of the other questions. I just don't see them getting married anytime soon, if that's the question you want to know, because there's too many things going on. The conservatorship is not totally done. If they do get married, it would have to be they say that she wants him to sign I'm sure her lawyers too, a prenup. I don't think that would hurt. He would mind signing a prenup. He would do it. But I think that he's feeling the pressure of, I want to be free and grow my career now. And I'm in a good place. 28, I'm kind of starting late in getting the recognition. But he's a fish out of water, because he's just as famous spun on him because of Britney, and he's got to learn to figure out what he's going to do with it, and it's starting to come because he's there with her, and these women coming on him too because he's with Britney. It's just an attraction that people have. Dating the powerful woman, other women want a piece of you, especially younger women. He's 12 years younger than her. So let's see, will they have kids together is the question I'm asked. And I want one card to display the answer, please. These are my stressor cards for family dynamics. Well, they're called the interactive cards. I didn't create them. I'm just saying I use that for certain family dynamics and relationship dynamics. So one card, please. Will she, because she can even have a baby out of wedlock, right? So is she going to have a baby with this guy? Any children? And ask if she's going to have any kids with, that was two cards, any kids with Sam Asghari. And this card fell out. Oh, God. I got to read this. Good memories. She's too old to have babies. Her career is almost over. She's looking back at it. I know she's still working. She's 40. 40 still. She got a very limber, very good body. Who she used to be, she no longer is. Her body's older. She's made a lot of money. And these are reels probably of like her career. She's sitting there looking at her at home. This is what she's doing when she's at home, looking, thinking about her career, who she was. As his career is taking off, hers is kind of winding down a bit, right? Even though she could sell out a few more venues, I'm sure, smaller venues, but I don't think she could I don't believe she could headline it in Vegas again for a long period of time, and she could probably do a couple shows and special shows, and people would definitely come and see it if she could still dance and stuff. But she's too old and he's going to think eventually in the long run she's too old for him. There's some things going on. She's needy. She's got addictions. Her mental health is not stable still. She's fun right now. I mean, I think he just sees her as fun. He, before his career started to take off, yeah, he wanted to marry her. It would be security for him. And I think and I really think he does care about her. Don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't be a good marriage. I think he just wants to have fun now. He's like, you know what? Let's just have fun. You know, he just feels like she's too old to have babies. She's 40. Now, you know, Janet Jackson had hers at 50. I'm sure she had some help. But 40, you know, you're getting on that side where you may not want to do it, but in Hollywood time, you know, you could do almost anything. I don't think that they're going to have babies together, though. No. Children. Yeah. And also maybe because she doesn't want to have her kids have different dads. That could be part of it. There's something like that with her, that it would be fine if she didn't, because she doesn't want her kids to have the stepbrother, stepsister kind of sort of thing. Although but she's thought about it, but I think she's just, at her age, she doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to ruin her body. It takes a lot to keep it in shape. And I would be very surprised, put it that way, if she had kids by this guy. Now, I'm not saying there's some other person that's perfect for her that comes by, she may want to push that, but right now, her age for him is too old for him. So the age gap is too big. Maybe I should put it that way. And she's too dependent on him, and she really just want a man at this point, and she likes to have fun. The marriage thing could have been like, F you, because, you know, I can do what I want to do now. But I think overall she's not really going to get married, but she wants that partnership with him. So we shall see what happens. I don't think if this would be a very good marriage for Britney. I think right now it needs to be where it is, and I think if it stays where it is, it's going to eventually fall off. She's at the 6-year mark, just about. He's given her the ring, but I think if his career really takes off, I don't think he's going to want to marry her. I think that the relationship's going to break up. And, you know, in Hollywood, when you got two popular people, that happens anyway. But if they do get married, yeah, it's going to be a hard marriage. I mean, she loves him. She sees the potential in him, but you don't marry potential, right? Women are not supposed to marry potential. Guys supposed to be already there. So they've got some issues, like age gap. He's not at the peak where he wants to be. He sees that if the conservatory ends with the father totally, then he's then becomes responsible for her and all the things she has to go through. He's not going to be there because he's going to be nurturing his own career and expecting her to continue to promote his, and it's just going to be a breakdown. That is my reading based on those cards. There was so many reverse cards, and she still has mental health issues. It's a lot. It'll be a lot on him to be responsible for that. So he's going to take all that in. It was fun in the beginning, and now it's like he's thinking about it. He gave her the ring, but all the stuff that's coming out, give it a year, y'all, and just see what happens, because I just don't see it happening. But I do see, in the card said, he's up for a fall. He does have a big ego, and he will take a big fall. Does her sister know anything about, Jamie Lynn know anything about something he's done? A lot of people say he's cheated on Britney before. Well, if he's already cheated on her once, he's young. He's 28 years old. You know, it's like, okay, in Hollywood, all the candy all around him. You know what I'm saying? I you know, you gonna give that up, and yeah, you got money and stability with her, but then you got to sign a prenup. What are you really getting out of it? You got a good promotion. You got a good start. So let's cut your losses at some point. I don't know. I just say give it a year and you'll see. I just don't, in my heart, believe that she's going to marry him. Or they're going to get married, put it this way. That they're going to get married and they're going to go through the whole thing. Because if she does, it's going to end in divorce. It will end in divorce. And I think that that they will not have any children. All right, so I hope I answered your question. Thank you for the question. Thank you for reaching out to me, and I'm glad you subscribed. Thank you very much. So if y'all ever have any questions for me, I mean, you can contact me at ascensionsoulcoaching@gmail.com, or you can leave a message below and let me know if you want me to read on something that you like to read on, because I read on what I like to read on. I see news articles, and sometimes I should read on it, and then I don't, but I should because it's popular. But I read on a lot of things that I want to read on it, really want to take the time to really delve into it. But if you want to me to read on something, a topic, a person, just let me know. Just put it in the comments below. So like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I submit a video through YouTube. And hey, we'll talk soon. Y'all have a great day. Blessings.